All right, 2024 Starvation Ridge 24-hour race, air-cooled challenge, XR400 build is complete. So I figured I'd run through this real quick and kind of give a rundown of what I did with it. This was always supposed to be a budget build. Obviously, that's a lie. But I tried to keep the cost down. So for our lighting, Cyclops Twin Extreme, that's pulled off of my Baja Ironman bike. That will put a lot of light out, pull about 80 watts of power or so. So to power that, obviously you can't see it, but the Stator upgraded Stator and voltage regulator rectifier. Behind here, this was a real science project, was getting an old school Scott's upper bar clamp and triple clamp married up with the forward XR650 style tower mount for the stabilizer there. You can see that I had to do quite a bit of cutting and filing and fabbing. So you got that on there. Big thanks to Dylan over at Evo, Idaho for transforming these forks from trash to treasure. They're actually really good, and I stuck with stock because that was the whole point. We're gonna run the Golden Tire GT216 9090 front on a Tusk impact wheel that I laced myself. So if that falls apart, we'll know whose fault that was. Let's come back over here, stock tank with some cool graphics. Obviously, this is meant to be a buddy bike, so the frame, as you can see, is buddy pink. It's when all the homies come over to visit here in North Idaho. All right, I went in and I had the head and cylinder and all that stuff vapor blasted because they were pretty horrendous. And then Kevin Dean hooked me up with an 87 millimeter. That's a +2 overbore. So we're running a 414, I guess. Let's see, what else have we got down in here? Again, you know, Evo, Idaho. I went with RK GB520 EXW chain. That's what I use on the Baja bikes and everything else. And obviously, never leave home without it. BDC Racing indestructible sprocket from my bro Nate Delaney. You notice that I probably screwed up there because I did not replace or reinforce the chain guide. We'll see if that's a disaster or not. Oh, by the way, for the P&W Dirt Talk guys, yep, kickstand still intact, still pink. I replaced the awful stock pegs with these IMS, I think these are Enduro, Core Enduro. Huge improvement, especially if you're going to be on it for a while. I got really lucky with some of the parts and stuff that were in my basket case here. So I have an FMF Power Core 4, Mark II maybe, coupled with a Power Bomb header. That's pretty dope. And then, you know, D-Vol guards over here. Try to keep your heels in. What else? Is that a Baja Designs? Shark fin, old school. I don't know when they stopped making those. Another wheel that I laced myself because the original ones were just horror shows. And then, if you know, you know, the Mikuni TM 3668 pumper carb to replace the OEM Kian. It's kind of like a precursor to the Kian FCR. It works way better. And then couple of really weird things that I'm oddly proud of. I worked really hard with Motion Pro to adapt. You recognize that throttle assembly? Well, if you're a Honda guy, probably not, because that throttle assembly is off of a KTM fuel injected bike. So I worked to make custom cables with Motion Pro so that I could run ODI Rogue version 2 soft lock-on grips because I like those a lot better. Controlling the lights over here, we got a 3-position switch and integrated kill switch. Got that from Cyclops as well. There's your view from the cockpit. And of course, I'm a woods guy at heart, so Cycra Pro Bends on there. And that's it. That is the 2024 Starvation Ridge 24-hour race air-cooled challenge XR400 that I built out of 6 tubs of spare parts, 2.5 engines, and a rolling frame.